In today's episode of Value in My Toy Collection, we're going to value some Doug toys and miscellaneous toys. Hey everyone, my name's Chris. I'm a full-time beauty pageant director as my career, but in my spare time, I'm a huge toy collector. I've been collecting toys now for over 40 years. You can officially call me a toyaholic. Thanks so much for checking out my YouTube channel. My channel consists mainly of two things: beauty pageants, which I love, and toys, which I love even more. My dream in life has always been to own a toy museum. So it's finally happened. I've bought a building, and now I've got to move this massive collection and value it into the building. We're calling it the Toy Vault because it's an old bank building located in Crystal Springs, Mississippi that actually has two large vaults. So now I'm just going to make a ton of videos and value my toy collection, and then I'm going to make some where I take you shopping with me to thrift stores and flea markets and toy stores to let you see where I find all these goodies. So let's start this episode of Value in My Toy Collection and value some toys. Well, let's jump right in with some Pop Funkos. First, we have the Doug number 410. He's worth $22. We have Patty number 411. She's worth about $18. Then we have the Quail Dog worth about $17. And then we have 413, the Doug as Quail Man, worth about $22. And then next up, I've had these a really long time. These are the huge figures. We have the Doug figure, and he's worth about $100 still in the box. They're very hard to find, and I think I got these at Toys R Us back in the day. And then on the back, it shows the different characters. There's 3 characters, and we actually do have all 3 of these. Next up, we have Miss Patty Mayonnaise. She's also worth about $100. And then the third one in the series, we have Skeeter, also worth about $100. Except we have a lot of small things. We have the Doug Key Clip from $19.99, worth $6. We have the Doug Pen, that's worth about $7. We have the Doug Small Doll, worth about $8. And then we have the Doug in the Suit keychain from $19.99, worth $6. And then the dog, worth about $5. Then we have some Patty Mayonnaise keychains, each worth about $8. And then we have a Skeeter keychain, also worth about $8. And this vintage Doug TV tray is worth $60. Doug's first movie, we have the Blue Monster, worth about $9. And then we have a little lunch box from the Doug Live, worth about $15. Then we have a Doug VHS tape, worth about $7. Not from Doug, but we have a Pepper Ann doll that's super rare, and she's worth about $100. Very hard to find, and we still have ours on the tag that she came on. And then the little chair she's sitting in is worth about $3. Then we have a vintage Biken Little Red Riding Hood set worth about $200. I got this at an estate sale for I think about $15. It was a really good deal. And then we have a cool painting someone gave me. My friend Sonia gave me this from a silent auction. It's worth about $15. And then we went on a cruise one time, and I got the Popeye sale, like the graphic, and it's worth about $100, even though I paid like $200 for it. All right, next up we have a bunch of Pillsbury Doughboy items. First we have an original Pillsbury Doughboy little squeaky doll, and I have a stand for him. He's worth about $20. Then we have the Grandma Pillsbury Doughboy. She's worth $30. And then we have the Grandpa. He's also worth about $30. I just need to clean these up pretty good, and they'll be great little displays for the toy museum. Next up, we have the little Poppin' Fresh Doughboy with his pals still in the box, and they're worth about $45 still in the box. Then we have this little cloth one. He needs a good bath. He's worth about $5 once we clean him up. And then we have Poppy Fresh still in the box from 1971, and she's worth about $35. You would think she'd be worth a little bit more, but that's what she goes for. I call her the Pillsbury Dough Girl, but her official name is Poppy. And then here's the boy. He's worth about $40 still in the box, and he's also from 1971. From 2001, we have a porcelain Pillsbury Doughboy worth $25. Then I have this giant bowl full of loose figures that need a good bath, and I'm just going to put about $40 on all of them. I think that's fair. Then we have a lot of these world's smallest items. The Waterfall is worth about $10. I used to love that game. It's a lot bigger than the real one. And then the little Monopoly is worth about $14. I have a little Barbie case worth about $18. And then we have the Hot Wheels set. It's worth about $20. And then we have the little Poppin' toy. It's worth about $15. Then we have a little loose one worth about $5. And then we have the Etch and Sketch, and it's worth about $13. And then we have the world's smallest Polaroid camera worth about $15. Then we have a Malibu Barbie. She's worth about $20. I have a little Pez. He's worth about $14. And then we have the Tinker Toys, and they're worth about $13. And there's always one rare one. This is the Fisher-Price school bus. It's worth $45. And then we have a Stretch Armstrong. He's worth about $12. And then we have the world's smallest G.I. Joe. He's worth about $15. And then we have the Rock'em Sock'em robots. They're worth about $12. And then we have a set of Lincoln Logs. They're worth about $13. We have the Fisher-Price Chatter telephone worth about $30. We got a duplicate G.I. Joe. We'll sell one of those. We have a 1959 Barbie. She's worth about $25. And then we have the Barbie Dream House worth about $22. And then we have a Rock-A-Stack from Fisher-Price worth $25. And then the little Viewmaster one's worth about $15. Have this random Nickelodeon store display box that's worth about $10. Just hidden in the back of all that, I had My Favorite Martian, the spaceship. It's worth about $35. And then the My Favorite Martian little bobblehead character, he's worth $20. And it's just the two pieces in that set. I don't even remember where I got them. I think Tuesday morning. Got a new Mego Wicked Witch of the West worth about $30. And then got a Fisher-Price Jet Crew. They're worth $35. I love these type of little people. Then I have a box of hands one of my friends gave me worth about $10. I'm going to put the hands will hold little signs at the toy museum. I think that'll be cute. Like, do not touch. All right, next up we have a Friends cup, a mug. It's worth about $10. Then I got these little Pop Pops hair surprise figures. I have 4 of these. They're worth about $6 each. I just picked these up at a flea market a couple weeks ago because they were just $1 each. I had never really heard of them, but how can you pass something like that up for just $1? Love a flea market. Next up from 1984, a Fisher-Price Crazy Combo Horn Set. I got this from my Whatnot app, which I haven't used in a long time, but I think I got it for about $5. It's a pretty good deal, and I combined shipping with a lot of other stuff I'd already gotten. It's worth about $25, so that was a pretty good find. I got another one of those Down syndrome Barbies just because she was on sale for $5, and I will take her out of the package, so she's only going to be worth about $5. Then we have a lot of small stuff. We have a Wish necklace, Star Surprise. It's worth about $6. And then we have the necklace set, and it's worth about $12. And I got these on clearance for $2. And then from 2018, a loose Rescue Hero Nurse worth $8. And then the little boy and girl farmer that are worth $6 each. And then we have a Rainforest Frog. He's worth about $9. And the one that's nude is worth about $8. Then these small little houses, they're worth about $7 each, so that's $14 for the set of those. Everything has value. You got to add it all up. We got another one of those Doug dogs. His name's Pork Chop. He's worth $5. And then we have this little Asian couple, and they're worth $6. I put my little black dog with him. He reminds me of my childhood pet named Slick, and that's why I wanted that little figure. Doesn't have any value, but I had to have him. And then this little police car in the back, it's missing the remote control, but it's worth about $8. And I always pick up police toys because my nephew PJ wants to be a policeman. Then these little 5 figures with the arms, they're worth about $3 each, so that's $15 for the set. Then we have these vintage Little Tikes Toddle Tots, and they're worth about $5 each, so that's $20. And then we have the big 1990 chunky little people, and we have 6 of these, and they're worth about $4 each, so that's another $24 we can add to our grand total. Then I don't know his name, but he's the old man from the Six Flags. He's their mascot, and in the box, he's worth about $30. And then next up, we have a couple Austin Powers dolls. The one in the red outfit, he's worth about $15. He still has his tag. And then we have a larger one that's in the blue outfit without a tag, also worth about $15. Next up, we just have a big stack of randomness. We have a cat lady figure. She's worth about $13. I had to have her. I thought she was pretty cool. Everyone loves a cat lady. Let's see. Next up, we have this Hercules figure. And in the package, he's worth about $20. And then we have some X-Files figures. I got these for $5 each at a thrift store. Mulder, he's worth about $20. And then Agent Scully, she's worth about $18. And then this fireman alien type of figure, he's worth about $18. All right, next up we have some Dungeons and Dragons figures still in the box. This figure is Bobby, and he's worth about $20. I don't really collect these, but they were so cheap at the store I had to get them because they had all of them. I think they were like $5, and I knew they were worth a lot more than $5. All right, next we have the Diana figure in the box. She's worth $20. And then the Hank figure is also worth $20. So that's $60 for those 3 figures. Next, we have a Blimpy Bendable figure still in the package, and he's worth about $12. And we have this old vintage pinwheel. It's missing just a couple little pieces, but it's worth about $12 because it's pretty hard to find. That's probably from the late 60s or early 70s. And randomly, we have some Pringle cans. I always value these at about $2 each because in a couple years, when they don't make these flavors anymore, they'll be pretty collectible. Because I do have one Pringle can that's of a roasted turkey for Thanksgiving. It's worth like $60. It's crazy. Well, with our previous 264 videos we've made of value in my toy collection, our total was $763,336. And with this video, with our dog dolls and our miscellaneous toys, we can add another $2,177 to our grand total. So that means for episode 265, our grand total so far is $765,513. That's so incredible. Now remember, I am no millionaire. I have just been saving toys for about 40 years, going to thrift stores, flea markets, garage sales, and looking on eBay, and it's just accumulated to this big old total. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm off to make some more toy videos and to see what all I have. It's just fun seeing what I have. It's been buried so long. And if you want to see the toys up close, you can also find us on Facebook under the Toy Vault of Mississippi. So until the next video, we'll see you then.